Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on the edge of a bustling town, lived a young boy named Oliver and his beloved cat, Whiskers. Oliver and Whiskers were the best of friends, inseparable companions who shared all their adventures together. Illustrate Oliver sitting on his front porch, smiling brightly while holding Whiskers in his arms. The sun is shining, and birds are chirping in the background, setting a cheerful scene. Show Oliver waking up in the morning, stretching his arms, while Whiskers jumps off the bed, ready to start the day. They are depicted having breakfast together, with Oliver pouring cereal into his bowl and Whiskers playfully batting at a toy mouse. Illustrate Oliver and Whiskers walking through a lush garden, surrounded by colorful flowers and butterflies. Whiskers is shown curiously sniffing a flower, while Oliver points excitedly at a butterfly fluttering by. Show Oliver and Whiskers getting into a bit of mischief, perhaps knocking over a vase of flowers while playing chase around the house. Whiskers is depicted with a mischievous gleam in his eyes, while Oliver tries to stifle a laugh. Illustrate Oliver and Whiskers exploring a nearby park, with Whiskers perched on Oliver's shoulder as they climb a tree together. Birds are shown flying overhead, and other animals like squirrels and rabbits are peeking out from behind bushes. Show Oliver and Whiskers cozied up inside the house on a rainy day, with Whiskers curled up on Oliver's lap as they read a book together. Outside the window, raindrops are falling, and a rainbow is faintly visible in the distance. Illustrate Oliver tucked into bed, with Whiskers curled up beside him. They are shown reading a bedtime story together, with Oliver holding a flashlight under his chin to add a spooky effect. Whiskers looks wide-eyed and intrigued by the story. Show Oliver and Whiskers sharing a tender moment, with Oliver hugging Whiskers tightly while Whiskers nuzzles affectionately against his cheek. The love and bond between them are evident in their expressions. Depict Oliver and Whiskers watching the sunset together, sitting side by side on the porch steps. They are silhouetted against the colorful sky, with Whiskers purring contentedly in Oliver's lap. It's a peaceful scene that captures the essence of their friendship. And so, the adventures of Oliver and Whiskers continue, filled with love, laughter, and countless precious memories shared between a boy and his cat. The Wise Owl, the Clever Fox, and the Brave Rabbit. Once upon a time, in the heart of a lush forest, there lived 3 animals: an owl named Oliver, a fox named Felix, and a rabbit named Rosie. They were known far and wide for their intelligence, cunning, and bravery. Oliver, the owl, was revered for his wisdom. He spent his days perched high in the ancient oak tree, offering guidance and advice to all who sought it. His keen eyes missed nothing, and his knowledge of the forest was unmatched. Felix, the fox, was renowned for his cleverness. He could outsmart any creature with his quick wit and sharp mind. He was often seen darting through the undergrowth, always one step ahead of his prey or any potential danger. Rosie, the rabbit, was admired for her bravery. Despite being one of the smallest creatures in the forest, she possessed a fearless spirit that knew no bounds. She fearlessly defended her friends and stood up to any threat, no matter the odds. One day, 2 children, siblings named Lily and Tom, wandered into the forest. Lost and scared, they stumbled upon the clearing where Oliver, Felix, and Rosie resided. The animals, sensing the children's distress, decided to help them find their way home. Oliver, with his wisdom, suggested they follow the North Star, which would guide them back to their village. Felix, with his cleverness, proposed a shortcut through the dense thicket to save time. Rosie, with her bravery, volunteered to lead the way and protect the children from any dangers lurking in the shadows. As they journeyed through the forest, they encountered various challenges: a raging river, a thorny bramble, and even a lurking predator. But with Oliver's guidance, Felix's ingenuity, and Rosie's courage, they overcame each obstacle together, growing closer with every step. Finally, as the first light of dawn broke through the trees, they reached the edge of the forest, where the children's village lay just beyond. Lily and Tom hugged their newfound animal friends tightly, grateful for their help and companionship. As the children disappeared into the village, Oliver, Felix, and Rosie watched them go, their hearts filled with warmth and pride. For they knew that in the end, it wasn't just their individual strengths that had led them home. It was their unity, their cooperation, and their unwavering friendship that had truly made the difference. Once upon a time, in the heart of the lush jungle, there lived a curious little cat named Cleo, a mischievous monkey named Milo, and a mighty lion named Leo. One sunny morning, Cleo, Milo, and Leo decided to explore the jungle together. Cleo, with her keen eyes, spotted a sparkling stream and suggested they go play by the water. Milo, always up for an adventure, swung from tree to tree, excitedly leading the way. Leo, with his regal stride, followed along, amused by his friend's antics. As they reached the stream, they noticed a family of birds building a nest nearby. Cleo, being a cat, couldn't resist her natural instincts and pounced towards the nest, eager to catch a glimpse of the baby birds. Milo, intrigued by Cleo's actions, joined in, swinging from branch to branch, trying to get a closer look. Leo, however, watched from a distance, his wise eyes filled with concern. "Cleo, Milo, be careful. You might scare the birds away," he warned. Leo stepped forward, his mane flowing in the breeze, and faced Cleo and Milo with a stern expression. "You have frightened the birds and disrupted the harmony of the jungle," he said solemnly. "Every creature, big or small, deserves respect and kindness." Feeling remorseful, Cleo and Milo hung their heads in shame. They realized their actions had consequences, not just for themselves, but for the other inhabitants of the jungle. Leo, seeing their remorse, softened his gaze and offered them a gentle smile. "But fear not, my friends," he said reassuringly. "We all make mistakes, but it is how we learn from them that truly matters." Cleo and Milo nodded in understanding, determined to make amends for their actions. Together, they helped the birds rebuild their nest, offering their apologies and promising to be more considerate in the future. From that day on, Cleo, Milo, and Leo roamed the jungle together, spreading kindness and compassion wherever they went. They learned that true strength lies not in might alone, but in empathy and understanding towards all living beings, big and small. And so, in the heart of the jungle, the cat, the monkey, and the lion became symbols of harmony and friendship, teaching a valuable lesson to all who crossed their path, that respect and compassion are the keys to living in harmony with nature and each other.